Wow, I'm on Etsy now, link in the description. Hey guys, CharrChan here, and today's video I thought we'd do a little haul video and a little bit of toy customization. So let's get started looking at the various things I have purchased. First, I got this little Yugi-chan. I think he's so cute. Then I got this little Pokemon Zukan figure, which is 2 Weaviles, a Bonsly, and a Mime Jr. Isn't it cute? I got this little Hanayo figure, which I think looks kind of bad in real life, but it's still cute. And I got this really cool Love Live fan book, which has a bunch of card illustrations and other miscellaneous information. I also found this Squirtle plush second-hand, and I think he's really cute. And the last thing I got is this little tiny trading figure of a character from the Idol Master called Mimura Kanako. I got her because she looks like Hanayo. So what I thought is that I can paint her little jacket here to be a dark blue and put some little yellow buttons on, and then it'll be Hanayo. So that's what we're going to do today. And yes, my desk is quite full of plastic toys right now. I do need to have a little reorganize. So I think this figure is really cute, so I'm a little bit scared to start customizing it. Fortunately, the head and body do separate very easily, and I think this should come out. Again, I did assemble this. It was still in its packet, so I had to open it pretty much brand new, which is good. This figure is from 2013 and it is in pretty much brand new condition, so I feel a little bit bad about customizing it. But I got this because I want her to be Hanayo, so let's just paint this jacket blue and add some little yellow buttons. There's also a teeny tiny little black speck on the face here. I don't know if you can actually see that on camera, but it's been bugging me, so I'm going to try and get that off, maybe with a little teeny tiny bit of acetone. Maybe. I'll try my best. So I think I've mixed up the correct blue. I'm not sure how that shows up on camera, but that should be about right, I think. It's like a dark navy. You can always do some colours, colour layers to lighten it up if it does turn out a little bit dark. Maybe it needs a smidgen more blue in there actually. Just keep mixing. By the way, the paints I'm using are the Winsor & Newton Professional Acrylics, but you could use anything. You could use like the Daler-Rowney. These are just like cheap little acrylics. I use these a lot for all kinds of little projects, so these are good too. It's just that I have some of this professional paint from previous work, like actual my job work. Anyway, the brushes I'm using are the Royal and Langnickel brushes. Oh, you can't even see that, it's out of focus. Let's try and get this in focus for you. There we go. The Royal and Langnickel. These aren't too expensive either. I think it's about £10–12 for a pack of, what is it, 10 brushes? So, you know, they're just kind of okay brushes. I do really like them for acrylic painting though. And the scary part begins. Oh, I was a bit scared. But I got this figure and I said I'm going to customize it. So here we are. We're going to paint this. Maybe I'll start in the back in case it all goes horribly wrong and the paint doesn't look good. It's going to take a few layers. That's fine. You should probably prime your pieces when you're doing something like this, but you know, if it all goes horribly wrong, at least it only cost me like £4 and not a whole bunch of money, you know? In fact, the paint tube I'm using cost, what, 5 times more than the figure. The paint tube of blue paint cost me £20. But that is because it is a professional, like high pigment tube of paint. So I finished the first layer of paint. and I'm a little bit less scared now. It was very scary putting that first paintbrush to plastic, but I think hopefully we'll be alright in the end. Coat number 2. I think that is all the coats of blue paint on the little jacket. It looks a bit gunky right now, but it should smooth out after I put the Mr. Super Clear on it. I still need to add the little yellow buttons, but I need that blue paint to dry first. And I also took care of a tiny little factory paint defect on the face, which did end up leaving a little shiny spot. Let me see if I can adjust the exposure. I think it's showing on camera there, if you can see that lighter spot, kind of where her nose would be. That's a whatchamacallit, a result of the acetone I used to get rid of the little paint smudge. But it's not too noticeable. I suppose it was have a little teeny tiny black spot on the face, or have a shiny spot that's only visible from certain angles of light hitting it, so you know, it's not too bad. I'm very excited. She's looking a lot more like Hanayo now, and I'm just going to leave the flower in the hair. It's more hassle than it is worth to, you know, try and remove that, so yes. Anyway, let's paint some buttons on that. I've painted a teeny tiny little button and some teeny tiny little buttons on the cuffs of the sleeves. I'm not going to paint the bow with the stripe details that Hanayo's like school outfit little bow has, because I don't think it's going to look terribly great at that scale. If I spent the time, maybe I could, but I think that should do. So now I just need to wait for that to dry fully and then give it a spray of Mr. Super Clear. And we are done. Now she looks pretty much exactly like Hanayo. I'm so happy. I was a little bit worried about going through with it in case it turned out bad, but I'm really glad I did, because now she'll blend straight in with my Hanayo collection. I won't look at her and go, oh, it's Hanayo. Oh, no, actually it's not Hanayo. I will look at her and go, that is Hanayo. So I'm really happy I did that. So yes, I think that's the end of the video. So there's my little Hanayo custom figure, and I guess I should sign off now. So thank you so much for watching. Please do not hit the like button, as that probably hurts, not very nice, so maybe shake his hand instead. With that being said, hope to see you in the next one, and bye!